Good morning, everyone. I'm Jason John Anderson, the Executive Director of Pablo Center at the Confluence. I have a written statement I'll be reading this morning, and then I'll take questions here at the podium following it. There's nothing more important to us than the happiness, health, safety, and well-being of every person who comes through our doors. The well-being of building partners, patrons, artists, and staff will remain our absolute top priority. Yesterday, Governor Evers declared a public health emergency for the state of Wisconsin. The Eau Claire County and Eau Claire City Health Department has recommended that all events over 250 attendees be canceled through April 14th, 2020. Effective immediately, Pablo Center at the Confluence will be closing the building and modifying all 29 performances, scheduled classes, and special events through April 14th, 2020 in response to the COVID-19 virus. County and city health officials stress that the threat to local citizens from this virus is low. Please know that we're working with artists, presenters, promoters, agents, and constituents to quickly provide you with renewed options to see the world-class talent we've curated for you this spring. These 29 performances equal over $500,000 of revenue to our vibrant local arts community. We thank you for your patience and your understanding as we work through each individual show to ensure the best options to present our ticket holders with. All ticket holders for each individual performance will be contacted electronically in the coming days to share the ticketing options available for each unique show and event. These options could include moving the tickets to a rescheduled performance, a potential ability to watch a live stream of to the presenting group or Pablo Center, or receiving a full refund. Refunds will be processed automatically for credit card transactions or via mailed check for cash purchases by calling the box office. The Pablo Center box office will be available via phone in spite of the building being closed and can be reached at 715-832-ARTS. Again, that phone number is 715-832-2787. Pablo Center at the Confluence and the Visit Eau Claire Experience Center will close at end of business today and stay closed through April 14th, 2020 in response to this public health emergency. I understand that this is a dynamic public health situation. The well-being of artists, patrons, and staff will always be paramount in my mind. Please have some patience and empathy for those businesses, industries, and livelihoods being affected by this continuously changing environment. Be assured that all areas of our industry are working together with the county and city health departments on ensuring clarity of accurate messaging and the necessary information to administer schedule changes, cancellations, reschedules, and all of this information will be shared as soon as possible. There are so many incredible things to come for Pablo Center, and we're looking forward to sharing those experiences with you later this spring. And I'll take any questions. Yeah. The decision to close the building, based on the fact that all of the events we primarily hold within the building, meaning that the RCU Theater holds 1,204 guests, the Jamf Theater holds 404. It would be far too challenging to reduce the size of those events to be under the 250 cap, and there seems to be some unclarity if staff and performers are counted in that 250. It just seems easier and cleaner to know that the building will be closed and that we can keep this a safe and inviting environment when we are able to host those events. Additionally, classes over 25 people in attendance were also recommended to be canceled, so that would impact our local constituent groups that do rehearsals here, have dance classes, or that are sort of community development classes that are Lego Mindstormers, First Robotics. Having those groups here would also have needed to be canceled, so it just made sense to close the entire building at this time.
The $500,000, is that your revenue, the revenue that goes back to those groups? How does that actually shake out?
That's a shared revenue, Tom, between all organizations that are utilizing the space. From a building perspective, about $300,000 is Pablo Center revenue, and $200,000 of that equals local constituent groups revenue. So we're going to see our local arts community dramatically impacted with this because they don't have the flexibility to reschedule as much as what we would see from our national performing tours that will be rerouting as we look into the spring and summer.
So what does that mean for your budget then to lose that money?
So as we work through, the more that we can reschedule events and as patrons are able to sort of move their tickets forward to future performances, the entire financial impact is unknown. We know what our financial liability at the moment is across all 29 of those performances being at $500,000. The true economic impact of this decision, as well as the impact that we're receiving from the state and country at large, still remains unknown, and we'll provide more clarity to that budget as we gain greater clarity as we move these events and see what we can reschedule moving forward.
You mentioned the option of people, turning that into a donation.
Yes.
I guess what appeal would you give to people to that regard, given the hole that's going to put in your budget and the constituent groups' budget?
I think that families have to decide for themselves what they find best and most amenable. I think it's our building's goal to be able to represent these groups and see people be able to see the incredible talent that we've already chosen to host. And so the ultimate hope for us is to provide them with additional ticketing options that they can just move their tickets forward. If they have the ability and would desire to donate to us, we're a 501c3 nonprofit, as are all the other constituent groups who utilize this building. Anything that can be done to help us bridge this gap as we go through 30 days of no operations and revenue generation would be exceptionally generous and encouraged, and you'll see that happening on a national and international scale across all arts organizations. So that request is not unique to us, but families need to make the decision that's best for them, Tom, and ultimately if a refund is what's necessary, either due to a cancellation or the rescheduling, we'll be happy to oblige that. All right, everyone. Thank you, sir, much for your time. I appreciate it.